Somewhere right now, someone your age has more money than you. A better job, a better body, a better relationship, and the moment you saw that, on a screen, at a reunion, in a conversation, something in you quietly deflated. That feeling has a name. The Stoics called it living by comparison, and 2,000 years ago, they already knew it was a trap. Today, we're taking that feeling apart, using the words of a Roman emperor who felt the exact same way you do. If you're new here, this is what we do every week. One ancient idea, one modern problem. So hit like if that sounds useful, and let's get into it. We live in the most comparative era in human history. You don't just compare yourself to your neighbor anymore. You compare yourself to millions of curated lives on a screen you carry in your pocket. Every scroll is a silent scoreboard. And the strange thing is, no matter how much you achieve, the scoreboard resets. There's always someone further ahead. This isn't a personal failing. It's a structural trap, and understanding it is the first step out. Marcus Aurelius was the most powerful man alive, emperor of Rome, total command of an empire spanning 3 continents. And in his private journal, never meant for anyone else to read, he wrote to himself constantly about this exact anxiety. He reminded himself, again and again, that other people's paths were not his concern. His only responsibility was the quality of his own actions, today, in front of him. This wasn't naive positivity. Marcus buried children. He fought wars. He dealt with betrayal from people he trusted. He had every reason to look outward and measure himself against others. Instead, he built a mental discipline. Judge yourself only against your own standard, not against a stranger's highlight reel. The Stoics called this the dichotomy of control. There are things within your control, your effort, your choices, your reactions, and there are things outside your control, other people's timelines, other people's luck, other people's applause. Comparison drags your attention into the second category, where you have zero power, and it quietly drains you of energy you could have spent in the first category, where you have all the power. Here's what this looks like in practice. You see a former classmate's promotion. The old response is a quiet stab of, "I should be further along." The Stoic response is a simple redirect. What is one thing today that is within my control? Not their timeline, mine. Not their career, my next action. This isn't about pretending you don't care. It's about noticing the comparison, naming it, and consciously moving your attention back to your own lane. Every time you do this, it gets a little easier. It's a muscle. And if this channel is helping you build it, this is a good moment to subscribe, because every video adds one more tool to the same toolkit. 3 things to take with you. First, comparison is not information, it's noise. It tells you nothing true about your own life. It only tells you what someone chose to show you. Second, measure yourself against yesterday's version of you, not against anyone else. That's the only fair comparison there is. Third, when you catch yourself comparing, ask one question: what's within my control right now? And act on that instead. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire and still had to fight this battle daily, in private, with no one watching. If he needed the reminder, so do the rest of us. You're not behind. You're just looking at the wrong scoreboard. If this helped, subscribe. Every week we take one ancient idea and apply it to a very modern problem. And tell me in the comments, what's the scoreboard you keep comparing yourself against? Let's talk about it down there.